Over the last several days, I've gotten questions, calls from several clients about interest rates. And so I want to take just a second to talk about interest rates and the market in general, and then just about buying and selling real estate as well. You know, interest rates right now are a tick over 4% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. Most of the people that I'm talking to, I'm reading about, or the brokers I'm talking to, expect interest rates are going to stay around this 4% range probably through the rest of the year. They may bump up and bump down from month to month, but it'll probably end up about that kind of range. It's important to put that, however, in the context of the larger market that we have. You know, I was talking with a client just yesterday, and I've been working them with it for a couple of weeks to try and find a home. And you know, that conversation about the marketplace is that, well, in the Portland general area, we're talking about continue to have limited supply. You're talking about interest rates for a 30-year fix, as I said, around 4%. It's going to take around 35 days or so to sell a home, you know, by the time they list it, to the time they get into contract. So what that means is that, you know, you need to be prepared as a buyer to move fairly quickly when you're ready to get into the market and buy something. You want to make sure that we're talking a lot about what area you want to be in. We're talking about what that price range you can afford is, because when we start to identify those opportunities, you need to move on them. You need to be flexible as a buyer, because it's very probable that there could be multiple offers. It's very probable that you may have to pay above list. And that's just a reality, because we continue to have a seller's market. And I think we're going to continue to have a seller's market through the rest of this year. It's important for the sellers, alternatively, to continue to be real about the pricing of their home, to make sure it's prepared properly. You know, one of the great assets that a full service broker offers its clients is to help connect them to the resources, either to help them position best to be able to buy a home, or the resources necessary for a seller to be able to sell their home, to get the repairs that are necessary to be made, or alternatively for a buyer to connect them with the right inspectors that can really give them that fair and accurate evaluation of what the home's condition really is. Those kinds of resources are invaluable to folks buying and selling homes, because it moves them through the process and it gets them the best possible result, not only in terms of economic return, but in terms of just the transaction risk and everything else that goes along with a real estate deal. The great joy in my life is to help people get their goals accomplished, to get the job done. And it is great to be able to have access to the resources to help folks get the job done for them. That's what I love to do. And I really and always value folks calling, asking about this question about real estate or that question about real estate, and it'd be a help. Either hopefully I know the answer, or I can connect them to the right people that have the answer or have the resources, that kind of thing. That's what's important. And that's the value of a full service broker. So if you have any questions about real estate, I love getting your calls. Or if you have friends that may have questions about real estate, please have them call me. I mean, that's the business I am, and that's what I love doing. So thanks for listening to me. I hope this was helpful and valuable about the marketplace and what brokers can do for you. Thanks.